The wound is a place where the light enters you. Rumi.
Insurance don't allow anybody to go in our yard.
Previously.
Our insurance don't allow anybody to go in their yard. You get it? What language you speaking and what language am I speaking? You don't understand? You keep repeating the same
thing. What actually happened to my truck? As y'all can see in the image above, this particular hose busted. Luckily, I was out the same day out the shop, closer to 4 p.m. A breakdown occurred at 9:07 a.m. Please watch till the end because this is how I handled it.
So I ended up arriving at this place in Jamaica, New York. Google is like your best friend, my best friend, you know. Reviews, how you sound on the phone. If you sounding like a crazy person, rude, stink, I'm not trying to deal with you. Already you messing with my vibe, and no. But over here, they pretty solid. So when it comes to the moral of the story, for real, y'all know how sometimes some of us, we just tend to wake up, put it in gear, and go. We don't bother to check the straps for the flatbed. We don't bother to check the temps on the reefer units. None of that. We literally, like, some of us don't even brush our teeth. We just put it in gear and go. Like, it can't be like that. With me driving at night, mainly, preferably, the pre-trips and post-trip inspections are everything. And I think sometimes a lot of it, some of us become so complacent with not doing the inspections, but they will truly determine the outcome of the day-to-day activity. They will. A lot of times we end up feeling like we know our trucks. Company trucks, owner-operated trucks, whatever. You know, older trucks, new trucks, it don't matter. These hoses, airlines, belts, we end up thinking they're always intact when they may not be, you know. But a lot of this stuff can be avoided if we stay up on our inspections. So, yeah, man, don't let nobody deter you from wanting to elevate to be an owner-operator. We got to be consistent. We got to be patient. Needs to be dedicated, committed. It takes all of that. I'm telling you, and you really got to want it. I'm for real. Nobody's going to want it for you. You have to want it for yourself. But your attitude is everything out here. These breakdowns, how you handle them, I'm telling you, will either make or break you. When it comes to your financial flow, disperse your bread in multiple accounts to where you're not always seeing everything all at one time. You know what I mean? You can have 3 maintenance accounts, you know, but save your money and keep up with your preventative maintenance as much as you possibly can. A person could do but so much. So oh no, thank you. I'm sure many of y'all want to know, how was I even able to pay for my bill with my account, my main maintenance account being so depleted? Well, my total bill was almost $1,000, and my labor at the shop was a little less than half of that. Unfortunately, I had to resort to my Discover credit card. Lord have mercy, I can't stand using credit. But walking on my way to this restaurant after I left the shop, the Lord knows a good meal will always make my soul feel better, and that's exactly what I did. So something very odd. Shortly after that load, I accepted a convoy load totaling 4 people. A military run from West Point, New York to Las Vegas, Nevada. Naturally, I am a loner. So loads like this are very challenging to me because people will misperceive my personality greatly. Now, I don't go west for nobody. I don't. It came to a certain point at BL, I stopped going west. Omaha, Nebraska, Denver, Colorado is maybe as far as I'll go, okay? Because I don't care to go west. But this was one
challenging trip that I learned a lot from. The wind is not trying to work in my favor, for real. But I remember a couple years ago, I was sitting up here in the same exact spot, reminiscing and contemplating, listening to one of my favorite albums called Memories Don't Die, which memories, they don't die. And it was one of those non-skippable type albums, right? And this particular artist embodied nothing but creativity through real life experiences, and some of it can be relatable. Long story short, the day that I broke down a couple weeks ago, thank y'all so much for the tremendous amount of support. Let me start by saying that, because it is overwhelming. It is. The majority of y'all are like in sync. Like seriously, I got some positive vibes with that video. And then you have some people who end up saying that, you know, older trucks aren't the way to go, you know, go new. But yet new trucks break down too, so whatever, to each his own. But thank y'all tremendously, because it means a lot to me. That day that I broke down, there were so many thoughts going through my mind at one time. But not once did I think like I made a mistake, you know. There's some people still now to this point, oh, this is why I don't want to become an owner-operator, or this is why I don't want to elevate into being independent, into doing your own thing, in which it comes with the lifestyle. This is a part of it. This is something that you will sign up for, but you will have to deal with it, because it is what it is. I made the conscious decision in purchasing my truck because I wanted more for myself. I did. And I truly feel like the longer you get into ownership, or the more you become accustomed to newer roles of trying to adapt to the actual lifestyle, you become a lot more wiser with budgeting and utilizing your resources that you have. Seriously. So I hope no one takes this or the last video in a negative way. It's more so, it's a part of the lifestyle. It is. And you can do and build whatever you want to build. Build your brand. Let it work best for you, and don't let no one deter you from it. Trucking is like a relationship. It is. It's like a partnership. If you want it to work, you will make it work. You will have your highs, your lows, your ups and downs, and go through the motions just like anything else. When you get your truck may talk to you. When your truck is hurting and going through it, you'll become in sync to that truck, just like your partner in a relationship. Now, if you're not listening, if you don't have no type of respect for your equipment, if you don't have that type of love, or some people can say love, if you don't have that for your truck may not do you right. Sometimes you'll be able to know and identify things ahead of time before it happens. But you gotta pay attention. Your truck may take initiative, just like your partner. For real. If you care for your truck, if you care for your equipment, you're not gonna abandon it at the snap of a finger. You're gonna do everything in your power to take care of it, if you care enough. If you don't care, it's gonna show, internally and externally. It's like a relationship. Some people never go home, for real. But it will also challenge you to be better, to want more for yourself, just like a person would in a relationship, I would hope. You can make it however you want to make it, because you're in control of this type of partnership. Now, this convoy load projected many ideas moving forward and how I don't want to do any more convoy loads. You know how people always say they understand how you are, the way you are, but yet some people still apply unnecessary pressure? I'm the type of person, my personality, you will see another side of me. Just like when I was younger, even as an adolescent, I don't like unnecessary pressure. I'm a whole different person. It took her a while to back into the spot because these military type people were so particular in how we got on the actual concrete of where we were supposed to position the trailers. And I was just hoping she didn't damage her truck. In trucking, there's many avenues you can follow. Just make sure that it works best for you. Do what you love what you do.